All right, so this video is going to cover this question number 1 um, and the Alice in Wonderland question number 3. Okay, so let's read this. It says, write a program that reads a string and returns a table of the letters of the alphabet in alphabetical order which occur in the string together with the number of times each letter occurs. Case should be ignored. Okay, so we're going to have the lowercase letters, all right? A sample output of the program, when the user enters the data, this is string with upper and lowercase letters, should look like this. So let's just kind of look at this. So there's 1 space, 2 space, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's the 8 space. So the spaces would have an 8, and then A would have 2. Let's go through here. There's 1A, and there's the second one. Okay. So anyway, this is what would print based off of this string. All right. So we'll definitely use a dictionary for this and count up the number of characters. So we're going to have to sort this as well. I think there's a sorted. Yeah, there's a sorted. Here, I know what I'm going to do. Okay, so save as, and we'll call this one. Let me see here. I don't know. Letter counter. I don't know what we want to do. You know, I'll just call it main letter counter. Let's do main dictionary because that's what we're going to use. Main. Here, I'm just going to do this dictionary because that's what we're going to use. Dictionary letter counter. So we'll say save that. All right. So we have a message that's equal to this is, man, let me just copy this. I'll probably spell everything in here wrong or something. All right. This is, all right. Okay, so we want to lowercase each letter. So that lowercase each letter in here and then reassigns it to assignment. Next, we want to have our sorted message. And we'll set that equal to our letter dictionary. Pass the message in. Okay, so we'll define our letter dictionary with the message being passed in. All right, so let me think here. Let's just do our message dictionary is equal to, this is how you define it as a dictionary dict. All right, and so then we have to do a loop that sorts. We can do there's a sorted method. So watch this. This is kind of cool. For letter, and letter is going to be our placeholder in. For letter in our sorted. Our sorted message. So this is going to sort the message, and for the letter or character that's in there, letter, if the letter is not in the dictionary message, then we'll add it in there. Now, letter is going to be the key, okay, in our dictionary. And this is going to be the current value. So if it's not in there, so like if the letter would be like A, if A would be like right here, this is how you would assign your, this is your key, this would be your value for A. Then we're going to add one into it, okay? If it already exists, let's say there's already an A, then we're going to add to it. So we'll say message dictionary could do a plus equals 1. Okay. Now let's do this and make sure this works. All right. Sorted. Our dictionary is not defined. Gotta spell that right. None. All right. Let's do this then. Oh, because we never returned anything, duh. So now we need to return our message dictionary. Okay, so there's a blank space and then 8. So we've got our dictionary. These are our keys and then their corresponding values. Key letter A and then 2. Okay, so that's what's happening here. So I mean, this is really slick code right here, this for loop inside here. I mean, doing this in Java would be a pain. I mean, it wouldn't be bad, but it's just a lot more work. You have to do a for loop and it's basically a nested loop. You would do a for loop and run through the message, and then you run through each character in the message and see the values and compare them, and then you do the lower values, and then it resorts everything. This is doing this all for you right here. It's doing the loop and it's sorting it for you. Then it's checking to see is the current letter not in the dictionary, and if it's not in the dictionary, then you add one to it and you assign it to 1, and if it is, then you add 1 to it. So it just adds up and it's a counter. Okay, and so then let's see here, it just wants you to print it like this. So this isn't hard either. This is just you know, for loop for each or for ix in sorted message. So take all of the values one at a time, print x is your kind of current placeholder. And we gotta string this sorted message at position x. Prints all that up. This is a blank, you can't see it, but that's a space. All right, so you know, and we could change that up if we wanted to. We could say something like if x is equal to blank, print I might need 2 there. See what happens with that, if that screws up anything. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Maybe it's... There we go. That prints are blank. And then... let's try that. Everything lines up then. Alright, there you go. And this would be deleted. So there we go. That looks perfect. Okay, so got through all the, the print issues and everything, but yeah, it looks good. This is a good little program. Okay, cool. So that's done. All right, so the next one, and in the previous video I already did number 2, and I'm gonna go through some other ones after this. I think I did number 4 as well. But I'm going to do this Alice in Wonderland one. It says write a program called Alice underscore words for. Okay, I didn't call it that. I actually started one. What did I call it? Alice word count. All right, cool. So called Alice underscore words.py. It creates a file containing an alphabetical list of all the words. Okay, so now we're going to do an alphabetical list of all the words and not the letters, okay? So to do it with the words is a little bit different. We have to break the string up into a list and then sort the list, because each word in the book will represent an index position in our list. And the number of times each word occurs. In the text version of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, just use the following. So we're not doing the whole book. We're just doing the first 10 lines or something. Use the following to remove all the punctuation. So that removes us all. These are words. So commas, quotes, or colons, semicolons, question marks, periods. All that does is just replace every one of these as a blank. So when this book gets run through this, when it pops out at the end, it's just going to be a string of characters. There's going to be no punctuation. Okay. The first 10 lines of your output file should look something like this. So you've got the word A that was used 631 times. Doesn't sound right to me. I'm trying to even look for the word A in here. There's one. There's 2. There's 3. I don't know where that 631 came from, but anyway, we'll get this running. This was what was given, I believe, from wherever the prompt I got it from. So that just isn't right. And I don't even see where it says a piece. About able. Not even sure I see the word able anymore. I don't even see the word. Okay, so I wonder if they ran. I wonder if they ran like the entire book through, and this is what they came up with, and then they put it in here, and they didn't run it again, thinking, I don't know what they did. Either way, I think I'm gonna have to change that. So anyway, this should lowercase your values in here. So we're just working with lowercase values, because like white rabbit, that's uppercased. So we want to lowercase them and then remove all the. Okay. So this one's pretty much like the last one. There's only one difference, is that we're not looking at single characters in the book. We're looking at words. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll create Let's create a book dictionary equal to, and we're going to do a word count, and we'll pass in the book, okay? I'm going to call it word count dictionary. Fine. Word count dictionary. And again, we're going to do a word dictionary equal to dict, and that will create our word dictionary. And we'll just say for word dictionary in sorted. So same thing as last time, only we're going to pass in the book and we're going to split it. And this split function splits the book string up into a list, and each of these is equal to so let's just do this real quick. Let's say I do print, and then I run this in here, and you can see what happens. Yeah, let's do that. Aha, look at that. It creates my list of all the different words, all right? So that's going to split it, okay? And then it's going to sort it, all right? So again, hugely powerful piece of code that does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So then we just do the same thing as last time. We say if, and I'm going to copy this. If our word dictionary is not in, oh sorry, wait. This needs to be word. I got that screwed up. If it's not in the word dictionary, okay, then all we do is the word dictionary and we add the word, okay, and then we assign that word to 1 because now it's in the dictionary and it's happened one time, okay? Else, same kind of thing. And we have to do plus equals 1 because we add 1 to it. All right, and then all we do here is just return the word dictionary. Okay, and that gets stored into book dictionary because it's returned and it gets stored in there. Okay, so if we do print book dictionary, if I spell this stuff right, okay, A is 3 like I said when I counted. Alice is 2 and is 4. Okay, cool. So that's definitely going to work. But now what we want to do is we want to format this thing properly, all right? So we'd say print, and we could say word, and then, excuse me, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then count. And then print. All right, so I looked up a really cool way to space things. We'll say X in book dictionary. All right, watch this real quick. So if I just do print X plus blank plus str book dictionary at position X. If I just do this, watch what's going to happen. S is not in. Oh, X. Okay, look at that. It doesn't format very well. And even if I space it with more spacing, it's awful. It works, but the format is just the worst, all right? So I figured out a cool way to this is going to be space. Figure out how many spaces, all right? So I'm just going to assume there's no word. So there's we're going to have 20. No, we're going to have 19 spaces between word and count. All right. So that's where I'm going to do this. I equals. We're going to say 20 minus the length of the word X. Okay. All right. And then we'll just do. No. We'll do space is equal to blank. And we'll do while I is greater than or equal to 0. And so the length of this thing could be, you know, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So conversations is 13. Let me see here. Conversations. Right there. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then that would be 20 words. Let's see how this pops up, okay? I might have to change this 20 real quick. I just started with that. So we'll say space is going to be equal to space plus a blank space, okay? And then we do what? I equals I minus 1. See how this pops up. All right. So every time it pops up the same. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, maybe I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I don't know what I just did there. Let's try this now. Run. I don't know, that looks better to me. That looks pretty good. It depends on what you want to do. Maybe you want to move it over a couple more, or maybe you want to line it over here. I mean, if we had words that were, you know, 100, you know, you would leave spaces here so that it could go, you know, 299, and that would then line up right there. So it just depends on how you want to line this up. But this is kind of a cool way to create a number of spaces so that after every single word, since all the words are different space, it just gives it a formatted amount that, you know, we can work with here, and then everything lines up perfectly. So anyway, this video is done. Again, look at this. This is definitely a cool way to use dictionaries for different things. When you have a key value pair, and it makes it nice to do for loops and sort it and all that kind of good stuff. So this video is done.